I want to thank Leader Boehner and Whip Canner and Conference Chairman Pence for putting this working group together. I'm proud to be a part of it. They talked a little bit about some of the positives in the bill that we're introducing today. I want to talk about one thing that's not in the bill, and that is the ruinous cap and trade or cap and tax provision that came out of the Energy Committee 2 weeks ago. That provision by itself requires a reduction in CO2 to 83% below the 2005 baseline. That's a number that's meaningless. What it means is we would have a per capita CO2 emission level of 1875. That's like Back to the Future when everybody rode around on a horse or a donkey and you had windmills or animals to run our economy with a few steam engines in terms of coal power for trains and things like that. That is the amount of CO2 that the country of Nigeria emits today. The problem is that by 2050 we're going to be a nation of 450 million productive citizens. We can't exist in a modern industrial lifestyle 40 years from now with that amount of reduction. We had a hearing yesterday on the implementation of the allowances under the Waxman-Markey proposal. We had a refinery from El Dorado, Arkansas that employs 1,200 people, produces 70,000 barrels a day of gasoline and diesel. Under the Waxman-Markey cap and tax provision, they would have to pay an additional $180 million per year for their allowances. And the refinery manager said, we're just going to shut it down. We're going to lose those 1,200 jobs in El Dorado and another 3,600 jobs that are directly dependent on it. That's almost 5,000 jobs that are going to be lost in southwestern Arkansas if this bill comes into effect. We had the CEO of a major utility in the Midwest come before the committee and say, we've looked at what it'll cost us to provide power for our service territory in the state of Iowa. And he said in that one state, it would cost an additional $863 million and result in an increase per month, per family in Iowa of over $100, just for electricity. Just for electricity. So if you want to see our economy totally ruined, you pass the Waxman-Markey cap and tax bill that passed the Energy Committee 2 weeks ago. They call it ACES, but I call it CRAP, continue ruining America's prosperity. That's what I call it. This bill that we're introducing today is a pro-America, pro-solutions, pro-growth bill to keep America's prosperity growing, and hopefully we'll be able in some way to get some or all of this bill up before the Congress this year and get a vote on it. If we don't, it could be a long hot summer and a long cold winter.
Okay.